Hello and welcome. This is Gigi, and this is a weekly tarot reading for my Libras for the week starting December 21st, 2015. And if you'd like to have a reading from me, you can send me an email at gigileetarot@gmail.com. And if you can subscribe to my channel, it would be very appreciative. You can also like and share my videos with your friends and family. So before I record a video, I always take the time to meditate and shuffle the cards. And now let's see what we have for you next week, my beautiful Libras. The first card we have in the position of the past is interesting. I love this card, but I describe this card very differently than most people. By the way, this is the Seven of Wands. So, in a regular Rider Waite tarot, it's known as a very, what can I say, maybe a competitive card. But I feel that it really is the card of admiration here for you. I feel that competition comes mostly when you're being noticed. Competition comes when you are, your name is being heard or your face is being seen. Things comes your way in every direction. And I feel that you're coming in this week with that energy. It could be just that, sometimes when you feel great and things are going well, because you just had Venus in your sign. So you had a lot of attention, and yours is just Venus. Venus will always draw people. It's the, the omen of beauty. So, keep in mind that sometimes that's just what it is. Because in this, we'll have to see the other card. But right now I feel that those are unknown people, or just, what we call mundane people. People that you don't really have any interaction with on the regular. Or maybe it's just that you have to deal with for a service. Or you may have some type of dissatisfaction. Either coming from last week or starting this week in dealing with others, where you're feeling that, you're, again, we'll have to see the other cards to see the energy, but I'm giving you those type of example. It's a general reading. It could come out very differently for you Libras, but let's see what we have in the present position for next week. We have the Tower, okay? And, I'm not the type of reader that will see the Tower and panic. No, it's just sometimes the Tower is good. Sometimes, like I said, if you want to be taken seriously by others, or you're tired of always defending yourself, dealing with competition, you may, Libras, especially with Venus and Scorpio, you may get upset. Because, if, people push you, that's what it happens. It's, Scorpio is in your second house. Second house is, it also represents the mouth, among other things. So you could be very direct in the way you address people. And, sometimes some Libras, your mouth could start a war. I mean, meaning that you know exactly what to say to really get under people's skin. And everybody knows, but Libras is really because, again, Scorpio is their second house. So second house is very close to the first house. It's, it's routine and day-to-day thing. So, you may be pushed next week, my Libras. And I feel that you may be pushed dealing with this. And then, you may somehow have to, put someone in their places. It's okay. Sometimes it's all about boundaries. It's healthy. Sometimes if you feel that, people are not listening or taking you seriously or getting an understanding, yeah, of course, you got to get there. Because, even if you're nice and sweet and all those nice things, at the end of the day, you're very smart and intelligent. So, if you smell something is not right, or if people are, whatever, however you feel, I can understand why you would get upset. But You can avoid that, of course. You know, you have your free will. And again, this is a very general reading, okay? But I do feel that it's just you being pushed, okay? Let's see what we have in the future position for my Libras for next week. We have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, when you look at this picture, you could see this person looks stuck somewhere. It's a very mental card because it's swords, so it's in the air, okay? And you know, sometimes Libras somehow, you know, they do feel guilty. Their goal, they're such a sweet soul. Again, it's a general reading, is when they, you know, when they get upset or they do something, you know, they feel terrible afterwards. They feel terrible when they get out of character, that they feel terrible. So this is, you know, I hope that, you know, my Libras know that this week you're going to be tested, and it's better for you just to be maybe complacent, because however it's going to come out, there's a possibility that you may have some type of regret about things you say, okay? Or maybe you feel that, you know, maybe it was justified. I'm not saying it wasn't, because it could be justified. Maybe it was justified, but for some reason there's some people that dish out they can't take, you know, or however it affects you, it will reflect on you, okay? Because you don't like to stay in that place of, you know, you don't want to have to put your foot down. You don't want to get there, but you get there only when you're being pushed, or only when, you know, there's some type of you know, unfairness going on, where you have to mostly defend other people. No, it could be that as well. Maybe, you know, it's not you. There'll be some type of situation going on close to you, and then that will lead you stuck. Maybe you'll be stuck in the middle in some type of argument, or maybe it's best for you not to get involved, and in both sides they won't be happy about that. Maybe they want you to you know, because you're such a peacemaker, they want you to, you know, to get involved. So it doesn't mean that it's a card with your, sometimes it's best to lay low and just observe. But here I do feel that, you know, the result, the impact that it may have on you will be, you know, heavy. And again, it may not involve you. You may not be the one getting upset. You may be the partner has issues, and now, you know, things got out of hand. It happens in every family, or maybe it's at work. Maybe you're in a position where people of authority are not there, and then you were the one who were giving all the trust. And for some reason, you know, sometimes, like I said, you deal with envy, jealousy, created some type of tension, and now you don't know what to do because you want to do good, and you cannot make everybody happy. So you're stuck thinking about a solution, and the solution again. Well, we'll see what we have in the outcome position for you next week, my Libras. Wheel of Fortune. I'm not surprised. You know, Libras, they have a problem, they get a solution. It's good to have a Libras. I mean, for people, other people that are reading this, that are watching this reading, it's good to consult a Libra. They give really good advice. They really do. So the Wheel of Fortune means that, you know, the outcome will be great. Okay? I think you had a different, you know, there's a chain of reaction here. Like I said, we have here the Seven of Wands, some type of competition, opposition, obstacles, but mostly I do feel it's based on admiration. Sometimes, like I said, you have those people that they just don't like you for whatever reason. They don't want you to succeed, and that's called envy. And then through that, something happens, some type of event. Like I said, it's a general reading. I did give a few examples how it could come out. But however, in the future position, as you do feel stuck here, you'll take the right decision. You'll make the right decision, and people will agree with you, and you'll have acclamation. So it's just lay low and observe. You know, it's kind of good that you kind of maybe close your eyes and stay quiet. You know, if you say something, you don't have to go back right away. You know, meditate, you know, a little bit on it. You know, send your attention to the universe as you wanting to find a best solution, and it will manifest. So this is actually a major arcana as much as the tower, but it overrides the tower as, again, this is the outcome. And this is, it's just an energy and a present for you for next week. So again, remember for next week, if you feel that you're being pushed, people are just testing you either by their words or the thing they say, don't get involved in it. Or if you do feel that you need to have to say it, as it is, then be honest. Because that's that's who you are, and wait and see, and with time everything will be resolved. I mean, I don't see an issue, but I do think that you taking a position of not being involved or being neutral, not giving your 2 cents, even if you're giving it your 2 cents, like at least just lay low, just don't try to get involved and give advice, or it's just because you may want to do that. I mean, you're a Libra, but it shows that there's a need for you to, or you feel stuck. So whenever it's hard to make a decision, sometimes it's best to wait. Okay? We're here not to do anything, just to wait for the energy to come down a little bit. And then this is the outcome, this great wheel of fortune, which is you gaining an award, an acclamation, acknowledgement. So it's great, Libras. It's a very good reading for you next week. So I trust you enjoy this reading. If you'd like to have a private reading from me, you can send me an email again at gigileetarot@gmail.com. I'm sending you lots of blessing and kissing. I love you very much. And talk to you next week, Libra. Bye.